Hey, what's up? How's it going, cats? That's a better intro, right? My candles, transformative light and warmth, ashigaru, sharp-minded, sharp-willed, peacemakers, and tides, where we share light, we share pull, we share water cycle. Well, today I want to introduce you to a friend that I've never met, obviously, but she's a person. And I don't know her story. I don't know anything about her other than she wore number 18 and she played softball for Uber High. This is Brenda. I don't know her story and I don't know how she went. I do know that 18 is way too young no matter how you slice it. And I've lived twice that. So every time I come here, I come specifically to this tree and this rock just to keep her company in a way, you know? Never knew her. I don't know anything about her. I don't know her story. I tried looking up like any info that I could online to, point in any kind of direction that might lend insight on how. But 18 is too young. So yeah, I'm just having dinner with a friend, and gonna share some words that I like. So, yeah. In June 2000, that would have been 11, 12. So, would have been around the time of, I would have been playing baseball at the time. I don't know much about age 11. That doesn't matter, it's okay. But, there's a passage here in this book that I really like. I just read it, but I didn't like the video. I was being attacked by mosquitoes and it kind of ruined the moment. So I'm gonna see if I can find it again. I know that it was a commentary. I don't know if that is pointed out or not. Yeah, okay, great. Yeah, okay, there we go, 67, okay, great. All right, so 67. I share this, and again, I have no idea anything about her. I'm anybody's best friend who lets me in. And right now I've got a rock and a tree and a plaque. So there you go, Brenda. This is just something that really struck me because of the last, 1, 2, 3, 4 words at the end. A quote from the Prophet Muhammad that I don't look at coincidences or symbols or anything. I leave symbols to the symbol-minded. But I've never shared this with anybody. It is how I think. It's how I've thought for decades, plural. I think the song Reflection by Tool planted it in my head, but I've understood this for a very, very, very long time, and I've been striving for it ever since. And like I said, I've never shared this out loud with anybody, I don't think. So, Brenda, here we go. This is called, it's commentary, so it's the editor again. It's not Lex doing his meditation. It's just a, editor's commentary. It's called Judgment, the Process of Cause and Effect. Now, I don't view judgment as anybody else does. When other people think of judgment, they are literally thinking of judging whether a person is worthy of love and belonging, which is actually happening to me and has been since I moved back. But I've never done to anybody else, yet I get blamed for it all the time. It's not okay. It really is not okay at all. I've never done that to anybody. What I understand as judgment is actual justice, cause and effect. The truth comes out and equality is either established in the first place or restored if it existed there first. So, much different understanding. Upgrade yours. Okay. And this will help. This is along that path, along that line. Okay. So, the Quran balances the ever-present experience of creation's possibility with the experience of justice. I'm just going to say justice. reaping the consequences of our actions here and now. In this sense, time begins at any moment that we live in attunement with our divine purpose. So whenever we're aligned, right? Whenever we're doing God's will, if you like, the process of becoming. Okay. Time ends whenever some event, either by ourselves or some other force or whatever, inertia, right? Whenever some event causes us to stop what we're doing and face up to the effects we have caused from a sense of self-separation from the One. Okay? In this regard, the Quran frequently mentions the Day of Judgment, Maliki Yawmuddin. I'm probably saying that wrong. This day can be any day, any moment, any small, quote, death that our limited self-experiences, which can then lead us to reconsider and align ourselves with the source of being. It's an invitation back. Okay, it always is. 24/7 open invite. You just have to, like, take it. You know. And quote, this is from the actual Quran, 76 and 7. Most human beings perceive the end of time as far away, but the ever-present source, above both time and eternity, knows the eternal day to be near to every life, the most intimate nearness. Yeah, it's right here and now. You have to play for right here and right now. How committed you are to the actual way of doing life is what matters right here and right now. In this sense, the day of truth and the day of creation are the same in the eternal moment of Allah. According to one story, the Prophet Muhammad, just before his passing, said to his followers, "I leave you with two teachers, one speaking and the other silent. The speaking teacher is the Quran. The silent one is the awareness of your own death." For this reason, the Sufis have, for centuries, attempted through contemplation to follow the advice of the Prophet's saying, and here's what struck me: die before your death. Never shared that with anybody, I don't think. It's not exactly verbatim. I think mine was like, the point to life, or the key to life, to like unlocking everything, is to die before you die. I get it. I got it a long time ago, and I strived for it ever since. Because when you take away your ego, the only thing that is left is source material. It is pure love. So that's why it's so important. Die before your death. Never shared that with anybody. So you're the first, Brenda. Nice initials, by the way. My OG. September 24th. So Libra. Then June 27th, that's what, Cancer? I think. Early June is Gemini. May to June is Gemini, right? Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. I don't know. I'm not into astrology. It's just kind of fun sometimes. Number 18. "18 is way too young. I've lived twice her. So I'm grateful for that opportunity. And there is no honor after death. And that's why it's important to, what the heck? Look at this, oh, you can't, he jumped. Like a translucent green little dude. You gotta treat them like they matter while they're here. And I, again, don't presume to know how she went. It could have been a car wreck. So act like you care about, like, road laws and stuff. Got in an argument with your boyfriend, BFD. Wait for the person to cross the crosswalk before, like, storming through. You know what I mean? Don't try and beat yellow lights. 0 fatalities is easy. You know how I know? I've never died while driving a car. Came close. I broke a rib once, but never killed anybody either. Never got in a wreck, other than the solo one that I was involved in and nobody else. It's easy. It's called pay attention and care. It matters right here and now. So no matter how she went, it is somebody's fault. Somebody contributed to it, is what I'm saying. So there is no honor after death. There's no honoring a person after death. So, you know, I'm glad that I know her name from a plaque. But, like, I should be able to, you know, sit down and have a little tea cake with her, you know? Get to know what her favorite baseball team is, so I can get a custom jersey with her name and number on it. You know? Notice when her eyes light up when no one else notices, and then do something about it. I love doing that. Yeah, like listening and paying attention to the details that everybody else overlooks. It's like I can tell when you're perked up. You know, when a certain song or band comes on, or you know, when a certain animal is around, or you know, whatever. You know, and then like get a little gift out of nowhere just to prove that I notice and I recognize. I love doing that. You know, to get to know her favorite band, or, you know, if she hears a specific instrument, you know, or demeanor changes, and so kind of encourage her to try. That's what love does. Memory doesn't count. Memory isn't good enough. We need people around. We need to care while they're here. I don't know who hurt you. I don't know what happened. I was a little too young to do anything. But, you know, had I been there, I would have tried. I like the palindrome too. You wore number 18 and you were born in 81. I love that. That's a really cool thing. And the 27th is 20 days from now. So I can tell you about me. At the time, I was 11 years old, and my favorite team was the Braves. My favorite player was Andres Galarraga, and he wore number 14. I don't know anybody who wore number 18, and so that's really unique, and I really appreciate that. I love uniqueness. There was a little dude. Blew him off. Literally blew him off. So I like that. Is it because of the palindrome? The 81? Or why number 18? Was it just what you were given at Weber High to wear, or did you have a preferred number? What was your favorite season? If it's autumn, then red leaves or yellow leaves? This is how you care. You ask questions to understand what makes them tick, not ticked off. You engage, you pay attention, you guide, you direct, you do things on purpose. It's deliberate action. It's not same shit, different day. It's not status quo. It's not our way has to be the only way to do things, so you need to do this in order for us to even recognize you have any value. It's a lot of things. It could be anything. If you could do anything, what would it have been? What was your favorite movie? Or which movie did you prefer, Field of Dreams or A League of Their Own? Would you rather have played baseball? Because I want to see that too. I was thinking about that in jail. There was a softball game on, and I was like, yeah, this is really cool. But why can't they just play baseball? They're just as capable, and it's fine. Like, stop treating women like they're weak. What's your favorite accent to pull? What's your favorite accent in general? We all have one. Or several. I can't tell. I can't pick one. I don't know. Yeah, this is how you love. This is how you keep somebody alive. This is how you create memories instead of in memory. I was only 11 years old. Maybe I could have tried. You never know.